All right, yo, it's your boy Zave, and you're listening to Underground Detroit Radio, show number 45, featuring Zoo. Yo, we in the building.
It's lit. What up, though?
What's good, bro? How you feeling?
Zu.wav, man. I'm feeling great.
Zu.wav.
It's a pleasure,
so
man.
it's .wav for sure.
It's .wav all the way.
Okay, I know you a Zoo, so I'm like, I gotta make sure. So it's .wav.
Yeah, so .wav just .wav allowed for me to recognize the sound.
Right.
A lot of people know me as Zoo,
Right.
and they can apply to so many to so much shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like the .wav was like, oh, he talking about his music. You know?
Yeah, got you.
Zoo.wav Records.
Okay.
We lit.
Was you always Zoo as an artist?
I wasn't, bro. I was Zoo the producer.
The producer.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
Honestly, that name was totally off of my big bro Ricky, the producer.
Yeah, Ricky.
Yeah, literally. And not really like trying to jock him. It's two different styles, but it was, again, people knew him as Ricky, you know,
Right.
and it was his way to say,
Right.
like, Ricky the producer. So it was super inspiring. Shout out my boy.
Yeah.
Yep. But then Zoo the producer, I carried that all the way through to about college, you know what I'm saying? But as I changed my direction with music in general and my brand and the name, you know, that
Right.
come with it.
So before we get into your first song, let's talk about your start. You feel me? Like starting into music. Like where does it start from you? Because I know seeing you in high school, you probably one of the first people that I seen, aside from my brothers, like seeing them record growing up. You were one of the first people that I seen, like my age, in the studio recording, producing.
14 as hell.
Yeah, you feel me? And I didn't even know DSA had a music tech program and nothing like that. So when I saw you doing it, you and Shad, I'm like, yo, y'all was like the face of like cats who was doing that for my age. I ain't know nobody else doing it until I found out Josh was doing it too. You feel me? So like y'all was like the first ones. You feel me?
Yeah.
So where did it start for you though?
Yeah. So this goes back. I was born in an African-centered community. So like, you know how relative music is to that side of the city and that community in the city. But I played drums, you know, I played djembe, and then I was playing like African percussions, early percussions in general.
Okay.
And then in 7th grade, niggas got real influenced by hip hop, you know what I'm saying? So I used to take my mom's laptops and get on GarageBand and just like play shit, you know, big and just in the arrangement bag all the way. I just would place little shit in like little loops and try to make what I heard on the radio, you know what I'm saying, like real. And that's trial and error, you know, they was all choppy. Yeah. So fast forward, Detroit School of Arts. Right. Man, Mr. White taught me everything. Seriously, like, where I am right now, I give it all. I give a nice portion to Mr. White. But fast forward 9th grade, Mr. White, we did an audition. And the audition was to play some instrumentals. Really? And then he gave me, I played some instrumentals, of course, choppy. He could see though, like, you know, a nigga was trying to arrange. Yeah. And then he left the room and was like, well, try to write a song. He said, pick a beat, write a song. So I like wrote like this cheesy ass hook about like life sweet as lemonade, something when you finish, da-da-da. Yeah. Lame shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's lit because I'm trying to get it at school. Nice. I didn't get it at Cass Renaissance or King. I fell asleep during the test because I was discouraged. Yeah, I let a nigga who was discourage me. Yeah. But it was God sent. Here I am at DSA. Right. So I wrote a hook. It was ass, but again, he saw, you know, like, potential. Damn, this nigga ain't getting no school. No. He just, you know, he saw the potential. So then we go downstairs, 2nd floor. Yeah. We go to the studio, and we walk in the studio, and he like, all right, plug everything in. Board everything. Right. We didn't even use the board yet at that time, but he just wanted to see it.
Did you know how to?
I didn't. I knew how to plug in the speakers. I knew how to turn on Pro Tools and make tracks. Right. And then I knew how to turn on the little compressor. That's the only rack I knew. I didn't really know like preamp shit like that.
Yeah, look, 14, man, that's crazy.
14, like, but after that, it just got real, you know. Because when I first got there, mind you, it was just I was the only one in music tech.
You were the only one?
Yeah, my boy Mel was in tech too. Okay. Mel Brown was in tech. Right. But we was young niggas, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like when we got there, Gaddy and them, our upperclassmen, Gaddy big producer in the city. Should King Arthur doing big things in the city.
Arthur, shout out King Arthur.
The junior class, you talking about Z Loopers.
Oh yeah.
Kari, Westside Kari, big
Westside Kari,
hitters.
Yeah.
Full Boy Marley. These
Full
is my
Boy.
these my upperclassmen.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So I'm in the back, lane, tuck, but fast forward, they left 2012, the floodgates open. And then that's when it was like, oh, we in the studio. I was lit. But before then, just to be honest, you know what I'm saying right now, when I first got there, I was a super fly on the wall, and I learned so much from them dudes on how to be original. That was the greatest thing I got from all of them, regardless of regardless of the place I was in, I was able to learn, like, first of all, this how you come in the room and own it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, niggas you come in the room, we'd be on the computer playing some weak shit. I'm talking about cut it off, zoom, go to the back. You hear me? Yeah. Like, they don't even got to say nothing. We're going to clear that bitch out. You know what I'm saying? Because of how thorough they was, you know what I'm saying? And B, that originality, going in there and doing something you never heard, with the aspect of it being like radio studio vibes.
Yeah.
Shout outs to them. It turned me up. So in 2012, I started bringing my niggas down there, like I learned from Kari and them.
Right, yeah.
Oh, you in what major? I get to work with people who now getting it in, Yeah. I brought Shiz and them down. Shiz was always coming. He was an art major. Yeah. He didn't come to us till senior year. Maybe I think it was the end of junior year, senior year. Yeah. He was an art major.
Yeah, I remember him
SAR,
the notebooks.
Right, right. I'm bringing them down. Ray Vanna, I'm getting Ray Louise. That's how we work. Josh wasn't a music tech major
at all.
Opening those floodgates, you feel me?
Yeah.
Because I needed them, not to be brat to boast. I needed all these people.
I mean, because you were the only one, like you just said.
I was the only one, me and OBA.
So I was right to even think like, yo, you was really like the face of the music tech program, at least for our class.
Respect,
and OBA, shout out.
Yep, we kept it alive. Real talk. Yeah.
Yep.
OBA, and I bring up OBA because it's one thing to be in there, but at that time, OBA was the only person dropping music too.
Yeah.
So OBA was dropping music with me, Space, class 2012, he was in there too.
Okay.
But we just was more active than Space, but Space is an animal, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that was it. That's it. And then we, from there, we work on Shiz little tape that dropped, and not little, you know what I'm saying? But I just looking back as I talk. In 2013, we dropped his tape, which was like, for everybody,
that was a classic.
It was like, oh, we can actually make music.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. Like that was inspiring. Like, you feel me? I feel like me personally, I'm just a saxophone player at DSA.
Respect.
I'm seeing y'all do that. I'm like, yo, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Straight up.
I'm like, DSA has we can record music
and make an album. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, Shiz, man. Yeah. Shout outs to Shy, man, because again, I feel like everybody who worked on that project, I did produce most of that project. Josh King too.
Right, shout out Josh.
He gave us one of the hottest songs on there, Angel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Angel.
That was one of the hottest ones.
That's still a classic. I still rock that on here.
Still a hit.
Yeah.
And I think though that album woke everybody up and let everybody know, especially myself. I was like, oh, I'm a producer.
For sure.
I can do this.
For sure. But look, we done talked about the beginnings and how you got into it. Let's hear some of the sounds, man. What song you got for us?
Okay. Yeah, fast forward to now. Right. I just dropped the album called Bear. It just dropped on all streaming platforms.
Yes, sir.
That was March 13th, 2022. So I dropped it 3/13, trying to make a statement like, nah, I'm here. You hear me? And I ain't going nowhere. And haha, you know what I'm saying? So that was Bear. And the first track we gonna get into is called You Know Something's Going On. It's featuring my boy Izzy. It mixed by my baby Shiz. See how it come full circle? These are all the same people at the beginning, Right, so we lit. My baby Shiz mixed it, and this track is just getting into how reality and conspiracy theories are starting to run into each other, and we know something's going on.
All right, let's get it.
Wave
on Underground Detroit Radio.
Ow. What's said is said, what's done is done.
We back. It's your boy XAV, and you're listening to Underground Detroit Radio Show number 45, featuring zu.wav.
It's lit.
Yo, so tell me about that last song. Tell me inspiration behind it and where you coming from with it.
Yeah. So that last song we did in 2021, that summer.
That's We Know What's Going On.
We know what's going on. So it's spelled WKSGO.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's spelled that way,
Right.
because it's supposed to be encrypted again.
Right.
But the song again is just speaking on reality, catching up to all these conspiracy theories. And in the song, I'm trying to it's almost like a war cry. So it's almost showing like how fed up I am, you know.
Yeah.
So what's said is said, what's done is done.
Uh-huh.
Be thankful for what we created and what we done. It's kind of speaking to like me saying this before I go crazy about all these conspiracies.
Right.
It's starting to actually make sense, add up. Something's going on. Give a dog a bone with no Trojan on. Who gonna throw that on? It's me saying, just tell me how it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know something going on. Give me a bone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And give it to me raw. Pause. You know, but that's the vibe. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know I'm going crazy about it. So that's the back of that song. And on top of going crazy, I came at it real kind of monotone to show how crazy. You know, like real crazy motherfuckers be before. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you watch it, Jeff Dahmer, but not even to get into that though. You see a little bit? Yeah. Like just crazy. You know, they say insane people don't wave their hands, you know. So like in order to get in that crazy bag, I went hella auto-tune, hella mellow to show like, oh, I'm so fed up that I'm laughing, you know, like that type of crazy song. Yeah, it's a little energy to that song.
It's a vibe too. Like
shout out Izzy.
I really like rocking to that one. Shout out to Izzy.
Yeah,
on that one. Izzy was definitely a nice touch on that.
Yeah, because the song would have been flat, you know, and I didn't want people to get. You can have whatever ideas you want, but there's a structure to music, you know. So I didn't want to go too flat.
Yeah.
And Izzy came in with that sharp mid voice. It was perfect. So.
Thanks.
Yep.
So like, I know you rapping. You feel me?
Word.
Have you always been like? Would you always considered yourself like somebody who I'm about to hop on the track? Because I know you as a producer.
Word.
You feel me? But I know you as an artist as far as like creating the tracks and like getting on there writing. So like, where are you at with that? Like,
I'ma always be a producer first,
uh-huh.
Because that allows me to put my ego aside and always stand on my humility. So I'ma always be a producer first. But then I also understand through the practices of writing and the practices of telling somebody something is wrong with their work.
Yeah.
You develop the courage to show them, you know what I'm saying, what you be trying to teach them. And you also find a responsibility within yourself, like, I can't make somebody be what I'm trying to be. Just be it. You know what I'm saying? So I found myself a lot of times not going off on somebody for something I didn't do. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the artist came out.
Yeah.
Cause I can write, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can write, and I know I can spit. So it was like,
I think you approach it. I love your approach because like even just in the creative process in general, I can remember one of the first times I actually seen you work on something from like nothing to like actually creating it. I think we was in your room.
Oh word.
I don't know what we was doing, but I just remember we was in your room. You feel me? And you like was like about to cook up something real quick, and got on there. And like I just remember like from that moment, and then also other moments where I seen your creative process. You probably. It feel like for me personally, like watching, it feel like you try to reach into spaces that other people ain't necessarily even know was there.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like that's what it feels like even just listening to your music. Like I think just as a person, like that creativity, I've always admired like just the places that you go, and that you know, the atmosphere that you kind of bring to the music, whether it be producing or whether it be writing.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like some of the things that you say, it'd be like, yo, bro, did bro just say that for real?
Word
like,
up.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things I've always admired about just your creative process.
Appreciate that.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. I think the big thing with that, and the reason that comes out of me is because I was a small, y'all know Spud. He was a very little nigga.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So like, he was a very little nigga who didn't like to undermine himself or be undermined, you know?
Yeah.
So that's where that kind of came from. You know what I'm saying? It's like, give him all of you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The world's so big, I'm so little. I gotta give him all of me. That's where my mind was, you know.
Facts. Definitely carried that spirit for sure. Like I think people see that. People resonate with that for sure.
Respect, yeah. Appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So what you got for us next? What's the next song you got?
So the next song is I'm about to get into some more of that shit. This song is called You Were There. This like my indie pop song.
It's off of Bear as well.
This off of Bear. So these tracks that I'm playing, I think these first 3 ones is off of Bear.
Yeah.
These first 3 ones are off Bear. But You Were There is just speaking to, this song is about everybody who's like been there throughout the whole journey, you know, just through life. Not even just music, but like when I needed somebody, you were there. You know, that's the hook. And I think everybody can relate to that. Right. And then the approach I took, bro, I'm from 6 Mile 75. For real. I love to take these approaches because these same hoods that we come from is how we get Prince and Zapp and Roger and the Dramatics. The Dramatics from the North End. The Temptations from here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how we get all these bags. So to think that you gotta be a gangster nigga and that ain't your vibe, you a bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just refusing to reach into your bag. You know what I'm saying? So I try to I don't force it. You know what I'm saying? But I acknowledge the fact that African American people have this distinct sonic control where it's like, oh, we want to go EDM? Go EDM. So this is an indie pop vibe because we created this, you know? So I went there. I'm from 6 Mile St. I don't care. I went there. So this song is as vulnerable as the message. Like, when I need you, you were there. So I'm going to sound like I'm crying. Yeah. The vibe. It's called You Were There.
All right, let's get into it.
You can find me shit while you in your home. When you're all alone, just enjoying yourself. Don't make no mess. You can't clean up, I can't let no stress.
Yep.
Yo, this your boy Xav, and you're listening to Underground Detroit Radio, show number 45, featuring zu.wav. Yo, we in the building. Yo, so that last song was a vibe, bro.
Thank you, bro. Shout out to my brother Vaughn, VA88, 85. My brother Leroy, Roy 3.0. We just got in there and kicked it out. Roy. Yeah, Lee, man, you know what it is. That's my guy. Boom, all of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
So while we speaking of artists, man, like
BGP, what up?
You already on it.
Yeah.
Let me know who you rocking with in the city. Like, you know, it's Underground Detroit. We show love to artists, man. So I need you to take a moment to show love to your people.
Yeah, bro. You know the camp. Y'all know what it is, man. Izzy, Culture, Shiz, BGP. What's up? My baby Fly Juice. That's who run the sound for all my shows.
Okay.
Man, I don't want to forget nobody. Shout out to the people I don't know that's going crazy.
Right.
Sada, Ray.
Right.
Everybody holding it down, Peasy.
Right.
I'm a big fan of Skilla. Excuse me, I was trying to not say it wrong. Like Skilla baby goes stupid, bro. Okay. Big fan. It's plenty more, bro. I'm sorry. But yeah, I hope that's enough. Did I list? I went stupid? Okay.
I'm gonna need that.
And zu.wav.
Right. I need the names on the gram.
Okay, yeah. I get them right.
Oh, yeah.
I get them right.
So, bro, you got a very unique sound. I feel like out of a lot of the artists in the city, there's few that, I mean, you know what? I'm not gonna even say that because like we all kind of got different pockets of music different pockets of artists. Like just like you name your peoples, I can have somebody come up and they name their peoples, and it'll be like a whole group of people that I have not even listened to, or I might listen to 2 or 3, but I don't know, like four or 5. You feel me? And they like on some whole other stuff with a whole nother world of their own music.
Yeah.
And this is all like in the city. Like, you feel me? I always say like the blood of Motown still runs through the city.
For sure.
And we, as we're here, we pick up on that like through the energy of the different people. And I think just like for you, like that pocket is a very unique pocket, and it definitely has its own like sound. Like, you feel me? When I put it on the radio show, we know like, oh yeah, it's Zoo right here. You feel me?
Word.
So like, where does that? What's some of your inspirations? Like, where does that come from for you? Like, or do you recognize it as that? You know?
I do. I recognize it as that for sure. I also be paying attention. I don't be finishing the whole blunt sometimes. I don't want to get in the way of the questions. But real shit, I realized that like your surrounding is gonna affect you consciously and subconsciously, right? Because I got this thing where it's like, no matter what I make, it got to be able to move people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got to be able to dance. So that's kind of like my approach too.
Right.
But I also am very cognizant of what's hot, like what's going on, and how and where my several pockets, where one of those fit in at what's going on right now.
Yeah.
So that way I'm still different, still me, but like, I'm very cognizant of the fact that Future is one of the hottest artists out right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that doesn't mean I'm a rap like Future, but I find my pockets in 808 driven tracks. I find my pockets in auto-tune pop tracks. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
And not comparing myself to him, but I'm just saying, you know, I pay attention to these people. I really like to study it. So people like Dilla, Aaliyah, I'm a big fan. Anita Baker is one of my biggest inspirations for Detroit people, you see? And it's subconscious. Like, I just loved Anita Baker's voice. That was one of the voices when I was young that would make me be quiet, like in the car.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't be like, oh, come on, change the rate. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'd come on, I'd look out the window like, ooh.
Vibing.
You know what I'm saying? 365 days.
Yeah, hey, going crazy.
Ooh, that guitar, but hey.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, those are some of my inspirations.
And you bring those along during your creative process.
And I bring them along during my creative process.
I feel that.
Yeah.
So look, we're gonna go ahead and get to the next track. What you got for us coming
Let's
up
go.
next?
This next one is a more like dark type of vibe. It's called This That One. It's one of my favorite tracks on the album because I was just like going. Yeah. It wasn't written, so I was just like literally in the studio, like just like landing.
Yeah. I was rocking to this one when I was picking tracks for the radio show. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna save this one for the show.
Yeah.
I'm glad
when
you
they
played
play
it.
this in the club, tell the DJ turn this up, this that, turn this up, this that.
You got a feature on this, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, yep. I got a little, yep, my boy Bug 95 on there on the bridge. Okay. Real smooth. Other than that, I'm just going. All
right, y'all. So y'all heard it. It's your boy Zave in the building. You listen to Underground Detroit Radio.
zu.wav, it's lit.
To that zu.wav. Let's get it.
Ow.
Yo, this your boy Zave, and you're listening to Underground Detroit Radio, show number 45, featuring zu.wav.
Split.
Yo, we in the building. Yo, this that one. That's a vibe.
That's it, right?
That's a vibe.
Man, I enjoy making that beat. That shit's crazy. And the song.
Yeah, no, it sounded like you was having fun on that beat.
Woo!
So, you was probably in that mug going nuts.
I think it was an important track on the album, man. Shout out Bear. It's out everywhere. It's out everywhere. Go
Bear.
get it all streaming platforms, man.
Yes, sir.
But that was a serious track. Cause it was just real, you know. It felt like one of them tracks for somebody like, just play something real quick then. Just get straight into it, you know. But yeah, this that one.
I'm wondering like that just had me thinking like, what as your creative process, I don't see you make a couple beats, but you feel me, like what how would you describe your creative process, like when you going in, like you even just like, is it something that just comes to you? Is it something that you every day, like, I'm hopping up, I'm doing this? You feel me? Like, how does your creative process come to fruition?
It depends. In general, I like to make it as difficult as I can. And what I mean by that is, like, as I'm creating, I like to say, this is just like what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
But I'm also open to scratching everything and creating it again.
Yeah, facts.
But look, I try to stop saying but for real, I like I create and I'm just steadfast with it. That's another general thing. Like, I'm just steadfast. So like, if I'm making it, then I'm making it. I'm staying on this one folder of drunk hits. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not forcing it. If it's not a snare on there, then it's not a snare on there. You know what I'm saying? If it's not a 808 on there that's really sitting, it's just not on there. But I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting real particular, and then I just lay what comes to mind. But my most important thing is to like pick out the hottest melody in my head.
Yeah.
Go there.
You know what's amazing? I think even when I'm talking to Josh and you come up, it's like the commitment to the idea to get it out. Like, I feel like the video that you did with I think the last time I saw you, we was talking about this. The video you did with Culture and Say It Ain't Porsche.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think the concept, it was amazing. Like, I'm like, man, like, homies need to get more videos out,
right?
But like, it's a lot of different things that might hold you back or stop you from like actually doing it because you want it a particular way. But you got all these good ideas that come to you. I think one of the things that I respect is like the commitment to like, yo, this is a good idea and we can get this out. Like,
yeah, and that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Shout out to Culture and shout out to Say It Ain't Porsche, because we did that track. Like, that track had the full process of a song on some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Because we did the track in 2000. Grandma House, is that 2020? 2019, June of 2019.
It dropped in 2020, didn't it? Or
it dropped 2022.
2022. That's when the video dropped?
The video dropped. No, the video dropped November 2020.
Okay, yeah.
And then the song dropped 22.
Got you.
So it walked that long,
Yeah, but it's definitely still a vibe.
And they went dumb, bro.
Crazy.
They went so dumb, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I came on Orthodox and Porsche just came like with two swords. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then K just slid with like the troop of elephants. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, at the end, they come and clean it up.
Yes, sir.
And it was over with. That's a great,
Yeah, bro.
good vid. Shout out Sko. Sko did the video. He directed. He shot the video.
Yeah, man. I just love the concept. Like, yeah, y'all go watch that video.
Yeah, go watch that. It's on the social media.
Yes, sir.
It'll be on YouTube. So we just started a new YouTube, zu.wav TV.
zu.wav TV.
It's lit.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, like, follow, subscribe.
Please, it's coming. Yep, it's coming. I'm actually gonna drop a video very soon on there. So it's a visual coming within the coming weeks. It's lit.
So before we get into the next song, bro, I just want to thank you. Like, I take a moment to say thank you, because like, I think for Underground Detroit, like, I was gone for like 2 years with it. You feel me? And you was one of the people who, like, it had me thinking. Like, you said something that had me thinking. Like, it was at a moment where it was like, I don't know if we gonna come back with this. Like, you feel me? I don't know what's the direction. You was like, bro, you got a whole platform, bro.
Word.
Like, and I was like, you feel me? To externally hear somebody,
a solid one.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Solid one.
I think to see somebody externally, like, express, and there's other people as well. You feel me?
Word.
But like, that moment was kind of like, let me try to kick something here. Let's try to get some ideas. Let's pull some people together. You feel me? And I told you, I was like, look, I come back with it. I got to get an interview from you.
It's happening.
You feel me?
Yeah, it's happening.
Get it. So the fruition once again. You feel me? Like, that inspiration. So thank you for that.
For sure. Anytime, bro. And I appreciate you for making it happen.
Yes, sir.
And coming back, because you hate to do that. you hate to have to go there sometimes because it's like people be having their own shit going on, you know. So it's like you say something like that, but you don't know what they got going on.
Right.
So it's like,
Thanks.
shout out to you. You know what I'm saying?
Man, no, for real.
We here. Yeah, we here.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's
love.
other artists, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
that
no
can
doubt.
say the same thing sitting here. Like,
Yeah.
appreciate you. And yeah, we just gonna keep dropping shit. And I'm glad you brought up the video because I'm gonna play that song next. It's lit.
Bet it up.
Yeah,
So let's
yeah,
get
yeah.
into it then.
Let's go.
Hey, segue. You listen. Yo, it's your boy Zav, and we're listening to Underground Detroit Radio, show number 45, featuring zu.wav.
Let's go.
Yo, that's you on the production, right?
That's me on the production, man. Shout out BGP, my boy Mel, Juice.
Hey,
We was over at they crib in the basement.
okay, yeah.
It's 2019.
19.
Yep.
Yo, yeah, the production, I just gotta say, like, the evolution, I think, from like just hearing your music from high school, like it's a beautiful thing when I can watch like different artists, like especially like knowing y'all, you feel me, like from like 14, 15, 16,
Or
hearing the creations, but then also having that like documented to where it's 2022 now,
right.
and we can really like compare, listen, and kind of see where we kind of grew through
Yeah,
in
for
those
sure.
moments.
For sure.
Like it's amazing. I mess with that in general, but your evolution has been one that's very interesting because I credit this. Look, I won't be on some zodiac shit for a minute. You Aquarius, right?
I am, man. I am Aquarius, bro.
Yes, sir.
We
Yes, sir.
lit.
So I think seeing that evolution, like, you feel me, you are really in your own bag with it. And I think as we grow older, you feel me, like I'm excited to see that evolution and see more of what you got to come.
Yeah, thanks, bro. That's all I want to do. I just want to bring a new little flavor. You know what I'm saying? Just bring a new little flavor to the rap snacks. You know what I'm saying? That's it. There's a lot of artists out here that's beautiful at what they do. You know what I'm saying? Really masters, you know? And I'm just trying to be that other little flavor. Like, you know, I don't have to be the top 5 rapper ever, but I just had that name, you know, and be that flavor. Like, he ain't in your top 5, but he him.
Yeah.
I'll be all right. That's
I feel
it,
that.
bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just keep working towards it, too.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Yeah, bro. Always. So, like, and even speaking of that, like, you feel me, it's been an evolution. Speaking about the evolution, I think as artists, especially, like, you feel me, we still working on getting there, I think. But where is there for you? You feel me when I say, like, because I think we all working to get to a certain place.
Yeah.
So, some of us just create to create. Like, what is that? Like, where are you at?
I think in the like you said, everybody has a place they want to be, and I feel like it's a certain, like, not a circle. Let me not say that. It's a list of things that have to be done in order for me to feel like I fulfill my performing artistry. You know, like, it's not, I work towards it, so like that's where my dream is gonna go.
Right.
You know, if you're working towards it, then you're gonna go towards whatever you're dreaming. Excuse, that's what I meant to say. But
Call it manifesting.
I have a list of things, right?
Yeah.
I got a list of things that I feel like I have to fulfill in order to say I was a performer artist.
Yeah. Like those things, kind of use them as a validation system.
Well, I use them as a checklist, right? Because the first thing as an artist is, what's your motherfucking message? Right? That's what really carries you. And then from your message, you know where you'll go.
Right.
You know? So like,
what is your message?
My message is just to be aware.
To be aware.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you to be aware of things. That's pretty much what the music is. Be aware and express yourself.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Now, I can speak to that for sure. Yeah, I see that. Like, especially like I said earlier, like, I feel like you reach in places where people don't see, may not necessarily even know was there, and you hit them with that. Oh, okay, this is, you feel me? This is something that's possible. This is a place we can go
for sure. For sure.
So yeah, I definitely think that speaks to that.
Yep.
So look, we vibing out, man. We in the studio. Shout out to Dabarol, you feel me? Giving us the space today.
Hey.
Yo, so we're gonna go ahead and get to the next track. So what you got coming up for us?
Let's get into it. This next track is my fourth track. Is the fourth track here? Yep, this is the fourth track.
It's four? Okay, man. I'm like,
he like, we in it, we in it, we in it.
We just, yeah.
All right, this fourth track is called Forever I Love Atlanta. My inspiration behind this track is I was just in the booth at 2 a.m. and I really wanted to make a track. I was thinking of tracks that like show love to other cities.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm trying to do one of them. And then I'm like, okay, what city do I live? You know what I'm saying? It's a few cities I would have did, but I didn't want to go into like the let's go to DC. Let's like do all that. I just show love to a city.
Like when you go into these other cities and you know you showing love to these cities, do you see like where Detroit stands? You feel me? Like
every time.
That energy.
Yeah, every time. And I didn't pick Atlanta like, let's just do Atlanta.
Right.
I have family down there, you know, an extended family down there that I visited. That was my first plane ticket I ever bought.
Oh, wow.
It was on AirTran. I took it to see my god sister and her fam. You feel me? And then I was in Atlanta for a good little minute while I was there. And then I went back and forth. You know, I've been here plenty of times. But also, the music has always influenced me. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, I didn't want to ignore that either. I was like, it's an opportunity to actually show love. You know
Have you done any shows or anything down there?
Shout out to Shaking the Culture Festival. Okay. They invited me down there. I had did Shaking the Culture Festival here in July. I believe it was July.
Okay.
But yeah, they invited me down there. I couldn't make it, but they lit, yeah. I'm gonna get down there soon. You know, like I said, you got a list of shit, you know, that you gotta fulfill.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, look, you taking over the city today. You feel me?
Hey, that's it, man. That's it. We in the city today.
Yes, sir. Yes,
already.
Sir.
You know it's love in the city for real.
Oh, yeah.
For real. I love this city.
Man.
No cap.
The amount of artists, everything that's coming out right
I'm going to wait on the Detroit song. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to wait on making a song for Detroit. Because I love Detroit that much, boy. Anybody who know me that's not from the D2, they can stamp like how hard I go. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
they see it.
No, for sure.
When we go other places,
you feel me?
They see that energy.
Quick.
They like, yo, what's up? What's going on in Detroit? What y'all be on up there? You feel me? Like now it's like you wasn't interested in Detroit till you met somebody from there.
And
now
you know the music going crazy. All these niggas going great. They doing great, bro. And it's hard music. It's hard music.
Man, we are in a great time, I think, just post the pandemic. Like, and this is really the first show recorded after the pandemic, because the one I did with Nappy Devi, show 39, that was actually recorded in 2020 during the pandemic.
Okay.
And we released that about 4 weeks ago now.
Fire.
But this is the first show post pandemic, so like we really in a whole different world than everything that, as far as the music that's been released and that I've been putting on the radio shows, like we in a whole different world from like those vibes.
Yeah.
So like this new stuff in this new era, it's really crazy, because like, you know, we heavy on the social media.
Very.
You know, we heavy on the TikToks and the different music crazes, and like, you know, 10 seconds can go platinum, you know?
Quick. And that's why I'm just trying to be another flavor, you know? And
no, you this the age of Aquarius, bro. You made for this.
It's lit. Technology, you know, we lit. I'm always on my phone, bro. But we working too, so
facts.
You know. Yeah, that's a great point. That's a good point. Man, great statement.
For sure.
Man, great statement.
Ready for that next track?
I'm ready for the next track, y'all. Forever I Love Atlanta. It's lit.
Now let's get it. Your boy Zave, Underground Detroit, show number 45, featuring zu.wav. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Niggas better shake some, move some. I was an outcast.
Your Detroit track gotta go hard, cause
that bitch gonna go crazy. Yeah, it's gonna go crazy.
That might be one of my faves from you.
Ooh,
for sure.
I ain't gotta do nothing, prove nothing.
You sound like you got auto-tune on now. Right?
Sheesh. It's crazy.
Hey man, you going nuts, bro.
Good look, Valley.
Like the music, I'm loving where it's going.
Word.
So I know you got some unreleased coming up.
I got some unreleased coming up
for us, right?
Woo, bro! I got this next album. It's called 3000 AD.
3000 AD.
Come on, bro. I grew up in the African-centered community, so you just know a little something.
Yeah.
You just be growing up knowing a little something. And this next album is gonna get real like like not like conscious, but like it's just gonna get real like mature in terms of like sound. But
I'm looking forward to
it ain't losing no beat. It ain't losing no beat, boy. Oh no.
I mean, look,
3000 AD.
Ooh, if they bumping like I Love Atlanta, you feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And he on there.
Okay.
He on there with a new mix. Woo.
Okay.
Let's go.
Said 3000 AD, right?
3000 AD,
you
man.
got a projected time for that?
Yeah, man. As soon as I can. Yep. As soon as I can, because I'm still dropping videos to Bear.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I'm trying
Make sure y'all go play Bear, man.
Make sure y'all go play Bear. All platforms. BAIR. Man, it's a great experience for real. It's a good 28 minutes. But it gets you, it puts you there. It puts you there. You look up and be like, whoa.
That's enough time for you to get through it like 3-4 times.
You know? Yeah, you know. So it's like that, you know, Bear. And then this next one, 3000 AD, it's some heat.
All right, but before we get into that next track, I want to talk a little bit about like what you got going on aside from music, because I know that you feel me, you're a man of many talents. You feel me?
Word.
So let's talk about the cooking. You feel me? Let's talk about the food you got going.
Oh man, yeah. Shout out GV. Y'all follow the Instagram at GEEVEECO. So we started a little vegan food company. You know what I'm saying? It started little, and then we just started impacting. You know. So we make all plant-based food, no animal, no soy, no dairy.
Yeah.
And we try to give a bourgeoisie approach to these pop-ups, but have them and host them in the middle of, you know what I'm saying, the city. Okay. You know, so we've done some, you know, Finkel in Wyoming. Nice. We've done some on the east side. Yeah. You know, we did some in Southfield. You know, we've been doing them for a little minute, and now we're gonna go a little bit more digital and try to teach people how to do it at home, you know, and create some type of network out of it.
Teaching with it too.
That's it, bro. Because again, I'm not trying to make you vegan. I just want you to pop out when you see the menu. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want you to see the menu and be like, oh, okay, I know I can do this.
It's something that can be a part of your diet.
Yeah, because you don't want to crunch. You know what I'm saying? You're getting in the way of opportunities.
Facts.
You know, however they may come.
And the food is amazing. I would say myself, I've definitely
shopped.
I've definitely shopped.
Speak to it.
You feel me? And,
Phillies.
Man, what?
Come on, man.
What?
The taco. Nick, the taco. Come on, man.
I know the homies watching like, hey, that Philly.
GV be going. GV going, man. We gonna hit y'all hard. Shout out to my baby Remy.
Yes, sir.
I think I shouted Remy out off mic, but shout out Remy RTA, man. He's the man. And shout out my boy Dev Will. These the men behind it with me. You know. Again, I'm a producer always, you know, so I'm always trying to get people's with me. You feel me?
Like cooking in more ways than one. You feel me?
Word up.
You feel me?
Word. Yeah. And we gonna keep going though. We gonna keep growing. And the one thing I learned about business just through my college homies and people in general. Yeah. Especially food. Take your time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Learn something, man. When it hit, once you got your formula, it'll get ugly.
Y'all did a couple pop-ups outside the city too, right?
We did one in LA.
Yeah.
We did GV Coney Island. So we brought Greek salad out there, chicken Greek, but we did fried oyster mushrooms on the chicken Greek. And then we did the pancakes, the breakfast vibe with the mixed berries, strawberries, blueberries.
Y'all was going nuts out there from the last time I talked to you.
Oh, it was great. Yeah. Oh, it was on fire. it got wild.
You did well.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a very good one. Yeah. And LA got that culture though. So like people, they been on that.
Oh yeah.
You know what's up. Yeah, so they fucked with it. And I can't wait to get back there.
Man,
can't wait.
We gotta get you out to a show or something, like a collab.
Man,
something like that.
You know, my other side of music is the stage managing and stage production shit. You know, right. I'm falling in love with that too.
Okay.
I've been doing that since like 19, thanks to my mom. You know, she does special events in the city, Mama and Gia. Yeah, she lit, and it kind of inspired me, you know, through the music to learn the other side. You know, how to go AV, how to go like sound engineer. You know, how to run a board. Yeah. How to set a stage, how to build a stage. It can get that real, you know. And now I've been able to use it throughout my life. And friends around me who've been on the same tip.
Beautiful production.
It's lit, bro. You hand me a full stage, you can have that shit uncoiled, tangled up, speakers upside down.
Thanks.
We can open that sub up, fan it out.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Because as an artist, you got to be able to, you know. It always take me back to Mr. White, who was like, go ahead, turn the studio on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They give you opportunity. Right. You know what I'm saying? You be in the studio with all these people. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick, you be in the studio with Pharrell. Yeah. And you can't get nothing done unless you know what you're doing.
Facts.
So
what you bring into it.
Straight up.
And you bring a lot. You bring a lot to the table.
At least be able to press record. And I do bring a lot to the table. Word up. For real. We have been working for a long time. And we're going to keep going too, because it's still more to learn. But we started young, you know, so.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Mm-hmm. It's been a minute through that journey.
Mm-hmm.
So, real quick, before we get into the next track as well, like, where we at? Like, what's keeping you going? What keeps you going? Like, you know, because we are living life. We in Detroit, you feel me?
For sure.
And niggas just trying to just make, you feel me, make it to the next day, you feel me, in a certain sense. Like, what keeps you going as far as, like, you know, I'm living this life, and I'm also, like, I'm a creator. Like, what the things that you
that keep me going, man? I think waking up every day keep me going for sure. And just, bro, after I wake up, then I think the other part of being a productive person is like when you wake up, you may not know what you're supposed to do that day, but you know you're supposed to do something. Yeah. You know, and recently I just lost my oldest sister. So, right? Rest in peace for sure, Didi, love you. And respect, you know. But I'm just saying that because it's like time became even more relative, you know. But at the end of the day, again, we wake up productive. We wake up productive people. So it's like, I just know I'm supposed to be doing something every day. And I know I'm good at certain things, like in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Or working entertainment, special events. So I stay busy in those things.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. You know, and every day that keep me driving. I keep something for my pen to write about, you know.
Nice.
And yeah.
Hey, I feel it. You gotta keep going.
Yeah.
I think if anything, the artist should take away from this is every day is an opportunity.
For sure.
You know, and you don't know what you're gonna do.
And when that door opens, just go nutty. Just shake the room.
Gotta do something.
Real Regal. Real Bruce Wayne vibe. When that door opens, just come in. Like, for real, like, no matter how, it's not to scale it on like being a celebrity or how big you are. It's really just like when you come in the room, somebody can feel like your level of maturity in whatever you do. Not expertise, because experts mess up too. You know what I'm saying? Experts jump too fast too sometimes, you know. Just because you're an expert, you know, you can still be moving wrong. So it's like, it's all about how you be moving, you know, and your level of maturity as you move, you know.
And that comes with what you said. Every day doing something. Like,
get it in.
Not letting those days go to waste.
Go in that room and show them niggas how hard you are. Straight up.
Yes, sir.
With grace. With grace.
Hey, and we walk in it.
Yeah, it's lit.
Your boy Zay here with zu.wav.
Instantly.
Underground Detroit Radio, show number 45 with classic with it.
Sure.
About to get into this last track.
Ooh.
This is track number 5, right?
Yep. This track is called "A Star Is Born." It's the intro to the next one.
This is a release. Oh, it's the first exclusive, y'all.
Shout out to y'all. This is a real ass song. This song is actually for all the artists out there.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, perfect.
I dedicated the first song to all the artists because it's real like that out here.
Yeah, real shit.
It's real like that.
So we got an Underground Detroit exclusive. Drop the name one more time for me.
It's lit, man. It's called "A Star Is Born." Y'all know what it is, man. We on Underground Detroit, volume 45.
45. We in this.
You lit. Let's go. It's "A Star Is Born." Jeez.
Still hear them tell me keep it going. Got a crowd of real friends when I'm performing. I ain't gotta climb to get you in, niggas know me.
Yo, this your boy XAV. You listen to Underground Detroit Radio, show number 45, featuring zu.wav.
Hey, great show, bro. I appreciate you for everything, man. Shout out to all the other artists out there. Shout out my boy OBI Lee. Meant to add him in there. That's my brody, man. Yeah, we got something coming up special.
Okay.
He the man, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. I definitely rock with him and Daniel Hicks. What they doing?
Yep, they got full camp Tim. Yep, they doing it.
They're going nuts.
Hell yeah.
That's another pocket. There's so many pockets, man.
Gotta let them flavors, man.
Man, what?
Let them flavors do their thing.
That's why cats gotta listen to the radio shows. You feel me?
Word up.
Cause like I'm trying to pull them different pockets, and I hope like other people are like experiencing that with me. You feel me? As you listen, it's like, man, look, cats is everywhere with it. I just love listening to the different vibes because it surprises me sometimes, and I'm playing them around the house and I love when I get questioned like, yo, is this the Detroit artist?
Straight up.
This still? No, for real.
Like people, right? They'd be like, where? Oh, for real? No. Start going into wherever else he found like.
I think the big thing is people outside of the city. We don't know how much they really rock with us. You feel me? Like, I think if we can expose the different sounds, to more places, and start to incorporate those too. You know, like, man, all of these artists, man, we could all do it. We just need to.
We could do it.
Yeah, I think times is getting to that. Where it'd be more possible, like, made more possible.
Yeah, make your master plan. That's number one too. You gotta make your master plan, but that's important.
Master plan.
Everybody is their own. That's why you gotta make your own.
Yes, sir. I will take this, and we're gonna go ahead.
Hey, we through, man. Let me end the show. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna get on my Zay shit. This your boy zu.wav. You listening to Underground Detroit. Volume 45. Let's go! Ooh! Yeah.